Hello, everyone. This is William Armstrong here. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to read a video on cyber news about LTT or Linus Tech Tips. I got to say that Linus Tech Tips isn't exactly wise on posting videos about YouTube because he's already gotten his latest video removed. And this article was published on September 6th at 9:59 a.m. by Ernestus Napers, senior journalist, and it says here, popular YouTubers de-Googled video removed, community gets revenge. Uh-oh. Linus Tech Tips LTT, a popular tech channel on YouTube, just had his video De-Google Your Life Part 2 ad-free YouTube removed for violating community guidelines. The situation has seemingly backfired on Google and is quickly turning into the Barbra Streisand effect, with copies popping up everywhere. Google is watching you. In fact, they even got sued for doing it while you're in incognito mode. Linus Sebastian said at the beginning of the video, which is no longer available, visitors now see that the short note, this video has been removed for violating YouTube's community guidelines. Ouch! This sparked controversy and speculation that the removal was due to promotion of tools that directly undermine Google's ad-driven business. The video was the second part of a series on decreasing reliance on Google. Sebastian discussed ad blocking tools such as Pi-hole, uBlock, Origin, and other browser-based ad blockers and DNS filters, and even blocking JavaScript on websites to avoid ads and tracking. He also offered alternatives to YouTube itself, such as Floatplane or tools to watch YouTube videos without ads. One of the first to highlight the situation was Louis Rossmann, a YouTuber and right repair activist. In a separate video, he criticizes Google for punishing Linus Tech Tips for promoting tools and software that protect user privacy but hurt Google's business. Rossmann implies that the action might signal anti-competitive behavior by Google. Here's a bit of a catch-22, a catch-22, or a catch-22 effect. Linus Tech Tips gets his video about de-Google Your Life Part 2 removed. Louis Rossmann, with his mouth, also got him temporarily kicked from YouTube, talking about ways for alternatives ways to watch YouTube videos alternatively. Well, Louis Rossmann got himself kicked from YouTube temporarily. Rapidly, he got himself kicked from the platform, and now here comes Linus with a video of his removed. Let's assume that the best of Google in this instance, I'm sure that this is a coincidence. After 10 years of creating videos, the first video that Linus has removed for a community guideline strike is a video discussing how to utilize software that gets you out of Google's ecosystem, right? It's a coincidence, Rossmann sarcastically suggested. YouTube seems to not have learned lessons from the Streisand effect, which occurs when the suppression of information inadvertently leads to even greater exposure. Clones of the videos started to pop up elsewhere on social media channels disseminated by outraged users. Many re-uploads can be found on YouTube channels that have no association with Linus Media Group, and some users seem outraged. This is considered public service appreciated, one YouTube user commented on the re-upload. Others linked to a video copy of the Internet Archive. Just how insecure can a mammoth conglomerate like Google try to be and micromanage 2 billion users down to barring individual words but hurt YouTube, one angry user posted on the LTT forum. It's laughable, pathetic, and shows weakness through bullying and control. Users speculate that the removed video may have violated YouTube's harmful or dangerous content policy. YouTube doesn't allow bypassing payment for digital content or services. Content that shows viewers how to get authorized access to content, software, or services that usually require payment. Another external links policy doesn't allow links to websites or apps or other sources that give unauthorized access to audio content, audiovisual content, video games, software, streaming services that normally require payment. The first part of the De-Google Your Life series is still available on the Linus Tech Tips channel. Here, the YouTuber suggests replacing Chrome with the Brave browser or Firefox and choosing an alternative search engine such as DuckDuckGo, Ecosia, or StartPage. No one is reading your email, obviously, but that doesn't mean that they won't anonymize it and then use it to train the machine learning algorithm's power features, said Sebastian, suggesting a switch to other email service providers. Cyber News has contacted LMG and Google, and we're waiting their responses. Neither company has issued a public statement. Having that said, I find it embarrassing that Google shuts down a video of Linus Tech Tips. They also managed to shut down Louis Rossmann before as well, where they hit Louis Rossmann with 3 strikes in a row and they took his channel down. very unsurprisingly. So I have to say this, but YouTube is playing favorites. They completely slap Linus with a removal of one of his videos with the community guideline strike. And they also slap Louis Rossman off the platform temporarily. So YouTube is playing favorites a little too often, where they hit Lewis with a community guideline or a takedown of his channel, and they hit Linus with the removal of one of his videos. So YouTube is playing favorites a little too much. Like, YouTube is playing way too many favorites, and YouTube is just being a little too strict. It just hurts them in the long run, and Google had that strategy backfire on them recently with Linus Tech Tips, where they took down his video for violating community guidelines. They took it down, and it backfired on them big time. So, wah 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 wah, failure. So it's a huge Price is Right losing horn on Google for trying that, and it backfired at them. Well, this is William Armstrong signing out. See you next time. Goodbye.